listening to Clash Royale Radio with Dylan and Caleb in 3, 2, 1.
And welcome back to Clash Royale Radio, episode number 56. I am your host, Dylan.
And I am your co-host, Karate.
And guys, this week, we got lots to talk about. We're going to be talking about the new season, the balance changes, we got a new evolution, and a Three Musketeer rework. And at the end, guys, we're going to be playing like a little game called Would You Rather? So, Karate, it's been a while, man. How's it going?
Indeed, it has been a while. Things have been good. Things have been busy. Starting to play a little bit more in Clash Royale.
Yeah, I think you're getting. I think you're getting a little bit more. I feel like you're getting more into Clash now than you have in the past, anyway.
Yeah, a lot of it was just kind of trying to find the time, and
yeah. Now
that things have started to settle down a little bit, been starting to push a little bit more.
Yep. Did you make it to Ultimate Champion last season? Wow. Okay, I wasn't even close. I just played just to get to that, what do you call it, the ticket or whatever, just to unlock the rank for next season. I just pushed to that and just did not care.
Like right until like Champions League?
I think isn't that where that's at? Yeah, I think it is, Champions.
Yeah, because I know I was trying to get my mini account to like right around that 10,000 to 15,000 mark, so I have the ability to go into rank. But I put very little effort in my main account. Just the game's gotten a little bit stale, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But now that different changes have happened, seems like it might be a direction for me to so we have a little more fun.
Yeah, and for me, I have also a mini account as well, and not really running two clans because Patrick's running the other one, but I'm playing two accounts, so like there's no way I would have time to really push on my main account unless I really want to ghost my other account, which I might, I don't know, but I'm having too much fun on my mini account because I'm going on like 1v or classic 1v1s, just playing people that are, because I'm like so far ahead of my where I'm at on trophies to where I'm playing people that are way higher level cards than I am. So it's just not even fun. So if I go to classic 1v1, I'm playing the same like King Tower level, or not King Tower level, but like they're, what do you call it? Like they're like level 35s. That's who I'm playing against roughly. So I'm just like having fun with it. It's a lot of fun, but I don't know. My main account, it's been a struggle. I think I've lost like 4 straight and just called it a day. It's been tough.
All the new updates, the new evolutions.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely taking the game into a different direction.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say good or bad. It's just different than what it was.
Yep. Well, guys, before we officially get started, make sure you guys join that Discord. The link will be down in the show notes. And then also, we do have a YouTube channel. Check us out there. And on Apple Podcasts, guys, we haven't had a review in a while. So go ahead and leave us a review. And, guys, the podcast has been popping off. It's actually insane. It's nearly, I think in October, the numbers and stuff, the listeners and stuff has doubled, more than doubled the listeners of just in October. And now we're in November. So, but yeah, you guys have been absolutely awesome. We have just over 600 subs on Spotify alone and almost 300 subs on Apple Podcasts alone. And then, guys, we just hit 104 subs on YouTube. So just really appreciate everybody tuning in and subbing to us. And then we also did a Google form a couple of episodes ago, I think. And guys, I had a lot of good feedback, and I really appreciate everybody spending time. And I think it was like 7 questions and stuff. And I think one of the main things that's really reached out to me that you guys have because I think one of the questions was, what is something I can improve on? And there was a ton of people saying you guys need to have a schedule, or you're posting more episodes and stuff like that. And one thing I want to just kind of mention on that is, yeah, I do want to post more, but then also, I got 3 kids. I have a wife. It's so hard to find time, and this is not my full-time job. This is just a hobby. So, yeah, it's just something I do, and I love to do, obviously. And so it's really hard to find time. So yeah, if we do, skip a couple of weeks, and it's like week 3, or maybe sometimes week 4, we haven't posted something yet. It doesn't mean that we we quit podcasting, whatever. It's just we haven't found the time and stuff like that. So, but just wanted to put that out there, guys. I do want to. I would love to have a schedule, but that would put a lot of stress on me. And yeah, you guys know how it goes. Let's move on to Clash news. Guys, the World Finals was last weekend with Mo Light being the champ. Karate, what do you think about that, man?
I kind of figured it would happen again. And at the same time, it almost was like an underwhelming experience from what I've seen. I wasn't able to watch day 1 in its entirety, but I saw most of day 2 and a little bit of day 3. The one thing I will say when it comes to how things have gone, you're still seeing your familiar faces, like your Ians, your Muhammad Lights, even Pedro as kind of that sleeper where you never know if he's gonna make it into the finals. Because at that point, any little mistake, you can take over.
Mm-hmm.
But with how things have been going, it didn't seem. I just wish there was a little more exposure when it comes to how Clash Royale was to promote this, especially with how so many new people have been getting into the game. You'd think there'd be a little more recognition as to announcing the World Finals and showing everything leading up.
Yeah, I feel like how popular the game has really spiked in the last few months. You would think that, I don't know, it felt like no change in the finals. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the presentation or I don't know what it was. I was super hyped mainly because of Ian was on there and just really wanted him to go far just because, he's like the only American out there playing. But I don't know. But yeah, congratulations to Mo Light. He absolutely killed it. I hated to see it though. I wanted to see somebody else. And guys, speaking of Ian, this is insane, guys.
E-Spirit has to come down and the guards. He can't support the RG. The rocket does too much damage, and there it goes. Can he get the prediction? Can he get it? Oh! The rocket does not go! It does not get deflected! He almost gets it! Lucas knows he missed it by a split second, and he's sent home by a millisecond! Oh my goodness! Ian in the crowd, erupting, ecstatic. The energy is there.
That is absolutely wild, Karate. What do you think about that play? Yeah, I had this World Finals on my TV while this was happening. I was standing up, literally face to face to the TV, just sitting there watching it, and that rocket came down. I didn't think any of it. I was like, okay, yeah. Ian won this. Then I saw the Monk. Completely forgot that he had Monk. He's running RG Monk. And then somehow he was able to get the ability off, but I mean, not really off because it was just a fraction late and all of a sudden it hit the tower and the Monk. The Monk did take some damage. That was just insane.
The true question was if he had time, if Lucas had time, place the Monk and place the ability just a midge earlier. I would say the state of the World Finals could have changed dramatically.
Absolutely insane. Like that would have been game. Lucas would have won that game, and that was game 3, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure. Like that was insane.
Yeah, that was game 3.
Yeah, it was.
So that determined.
That was knockout. That was a knockout game. You don't get any better than that. That was insane.
Yeah, because we could have had Lucas versus Muhammad, Lucas versus whoever in the lower bracket.
Yeah, I think it would have been Mo Light.
We would have had a whole different state of the finals.
Absolutely wild.
The fact that this was game 3, split second rocket play.
Yeah. I mean, great play by Lucas, though. Lucas just got unlucky. If he was just there just a fraction early, he would have won that game. But, man, you talk about nail biting and waiting for the last second. If that rocket didn't hit, Lucas would have won. And unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess, for Ian, it didn't happen.
this shows how even the top players in the game, like in the world, they're human. Things can happen.
Yep, exactly.
And seeing, like, when Muhammad Light, when he went against Sub the first time and ended up dropping down to the lower bracket, that also shows even the top players can make mistakes and still push through.
Yep. It was a wild game for sure, guys. If you haven't seen that, you've got to go watch it. Ian versus Lucas, game number 3, and absolutely insane. But anyway, let's keep going on with last bit of Clash news. And a lot of people already know this, but there's no elite wildcards in POL or ranked now. I don't know how I feel about this, but Clash Royale did send a tweet or a post on X or whatever about they're going to be doing something apparently. So they pretty much said to hang tight. So, Crowdy, I know you do not like this. Obviously, nobody does.
Mostly the lack of communication that Supercell is giving, especially the Clash Royale, like the devs.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's a great point. Yeah. They seem like they're trying to hide this. You know what I mean? Like, oh, hey, we did this. And then if somebody, like, a lot of people say, hey, what happened to this? What happened to this? What happened to this? They're like, oh, hey, I guess we have to say something now. It's what it kind of feels like.
Yeah, like they got rid of the challenge tab.
Yeah.
And that caused the global tournament system to be gone. Everyone, like, the global tournament, I will say, change. I think Supercell should make an effort to bring that. The whole elite wildcard system in ranked, that was one of the, if not the only consistent way that players can get level 15 cards.
Yeah.
Without having to already have a bunch of level 14, because at different stages in ranked, you were able to get 2,500, 5,000, 7,500. You used to be able to get 50,000 elite wildcards in one season, given you make it to Ultimate Champion. But either way, even if you're not quite there, you're pretty close.
Yeah.
With the state of how like ranked is right now, how Trophy Road is, you need to have level 15 cards. Getting rid of the one way that you can consistently get a level 15, that's going to make people want to only play one deck and not really expand beyond that, or not be able to.
Yep. Yeah, I'm just kind of curious of what they have planned, and I don't know. Like, are they going to come out with like elite wildcard chests? You know, like they came out with gold chests now. I mean, that'd be kind of cool, honestly, but I don't know.
The true question is, what are they going to do to replace that?
Yeah.
Or make it much easier for us to make more of that progression.
Yep. All righty, guys. We do have a couple of comments, and this is fan mail. If you guys want to send some fan mail, it's basically like texting into the show, and I think it's like the first link on the description. It's like send us a message or send us a text or something like that. And but yeah, this person says, hello, I'm a big fan. I was hoping I can maybe join the podcast. So yeah, if you want to join the podcast like as a guest and stuff, you just have to join the Discord and pretty much created like a friendship. I need to get to know you a little bit more and stuff like that. But yeah, you gotta join the Discord. And then the last fan mail, this person said, can you guys do a concept with Caleb? Biggest fan for real. I don't know what you mean by concept, but yeah, Caleb really first off, Caleb in the last month or so has been extremely busy. He's been working 6 12s. So 6 days for 12 hours. So he's been exhausted and stuff like that. So yeah, he's literally had no time, but yeah, he's now finally slowing down, and hopefully he'll be back pretty soon. Then Nathan, he says, I love this podcast. It's so awesome, and would love to be a guest. And obviously, Nathan, if you want to be on the podcast as a guest, just join the Discord if you're not already. Tyler, he also said, I really needed this guide because I wasn't doing very well in Clash Royale as of right now. So yeah, I mean, that guide was a lot of fun. I think karate, we're going to do like a more advanced guide in the future. That'd be so cool. But yeah.
Actually, when you get to the point where it's like you're right around that like 10,000 trophy range and kind of on the verge between getting into ranked.
Yeah.
Trying to.
Ooh, we should do like a ranked.
That.
Maybe we should do a ranked how to get to UC or something like that. Or yeah, I don't know. We'll definitely plan on something though.
I was going to say that also kind of segues into William's comment. You guys should have guys should make an advanced guide to CR next.
Yes, absolutely.
Kind of like what we're saying. That is something we should definitely have in the works. I think it would be fun because you get the beginner's guide. You have various different points. So say you complete the steps in the beginner's guide.
Yeah.
You get to that next stage. You're almost ground zero trying to figure out where to go and how to navigate.
Yep. And it was such a fun episode. So yeah, Carter, we'll definitely have to make like like the next stage, a guide or something like that. Maybe how to get to ranked. And then the next one would be like how to get to Ultimate Champion.
I would agree with that. I think that would be a really fun idea.
And then Graham said, I am a really new player, started 2 days ago, which was 4 weeks ago. Anyway, what is a good deck to aim as an ultimate deck? So as a brand new player, I don't know if we mentioned this. This was like 4 weeks ago. I don't know if we mentioned this on the beginner's guide, but I would definitely check that out. We kind of did a lot of that. But Karate, what do you think like a beginner's guy or a beginner's deck? Just pick one deck and that is like you would start with. Go, I guess.
That is a really good question. So my concern with trying to find one certain deck is that the game keeps changing every month by month.
Yeah.
So what I might suggest now might not necessarily work well for, say, 2 or 3 months from now. However, a relatively safe option, if you know how to kind of play kind of in a fast-paced bow, playing decks like Hog Earthquake, 2.6 Hog Rider, 3.0 X, trying to kind of play in that fast-paced kind of tempo, that would be kind of a good idea if you typically have you like to control the game a little bit more. You like to play at a slower pace.
Yeah.
Maybe trying Royal Giant.
I would say probably the easiest would be like 2.6. I mean, that's not really that easy. You just got to learn how to cycle and stuff like that. And then what's probably more famous is log bait. You still get that higher, fast cycle-ish, and you're trying to bait out a spell, bait out their log or whatever. And I don't know. I feel like that's pretty easy because in my experience, I started playing with the classic log bait deck for I think 2 or 3 seasons straight, and that like boosted my gameplay tremendously because I've never played with a fast cycle deck, and that really teaches you placements, when to go in, when to bait, when to rocket, whatever. So I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Especially when it comes to emphasizing the timing of everything, one placement can determine the outcome of a game.
Yeah.
Learning that with something as like low cycle as like almost aggressive as like decks like Bait, Hog Rider, that can really fine tune the way that you're playing.
Yeah.
Whereas like slower decks like Beatdown, like Golem, Royal Giant, those decks you can afford to make some more mistakes. But at the same time, you'll end up realizing like the jump between when you're lower in like the ranking system versus when you get higher, the margins then get very reduced.
Definitely. And then the last comment was to Victor, and I'm pretty sure he's in the clan. I'm pretty sure that's what he says here. Love the podcast. Listen to every day in school, in the clan. It's amazing. So thank you, Victor. I'm pretty sure you're in the clan. But yeah, I'm glad to see you on here. All right, guys. Let's go with the balance changes. We got some spicy ones. And we are going to go with the nerfs first. So let's go with the Goblin Hut. The Goblin Hut, the spawn speed went up 11%. So it's a lot slower to spawn. This is definitely needed. I mean, that Splash Yard deck is still pretty popular, and I think that's why they kind of like nerfed this card a little bit, but yeah.
I say, like, with the Goblin Hut and how it was so relevant once it got reworked, you're seeing it in almost like in any kind of control deck. You're seeing it in minor control, like minor poison. You're seeing it in graveyard. You're seeing it in many more decks than you would usually see it in. So I would say trying to get the diversity, like trying to get, say, Bomb Tower, Tombstone, Goblin Cage.
Yeah.
With Goblin Hut offering the value that it does by having a Spear Goblin, causing you to be able to get that air defense.
Yeah.
Causing you to have Eddie chip onto an offensive push going into a counter.
Mm-hmm.
The versatility that the old Goblin Hut gave, you can't even count how much value you can get from that.
Yeah, not to mention, and I always forget about this, but it's only a 4 elixir card. It's not 5 anymore. So it was a very strong building. This will bring it down just a little bit, and absolutely needed. And I'm glad to see it. Let's go with the elixir collector. The production speed going up 8%. And then also the lifetime is going up 8% as well. So yeah, it's a little bit of a nerf, and it's mainly because what they're saying here is the Three Musketeer rework is basically gradually increasing in usage. So they really wanted to make sure like the elixir collector was a little bit more, I don't know. I guess they were more scared of Three Musketeer not being very, very good, I guess, because of the rework, and we will be discussing that here in a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. I still see it a lot. I still see Golden Pump everywhere still for some reason. But and I've been seeing a ton of 3M. It's insane. It's so annoying.
I was gonna say, like, no matter what, because of the Three Musketeers rework, even if you nerf the elixir collector, you're still gonna see it with 3M.
Yeah.
Three Musketeers decks, you're very rarely gonna see them without a pump.
Yeah. You just have to. It's kind of like an E-Giant without Tornado. I mean, you need Tornado with an E-Giant,
Understand the thought process, the nerf, but the execution of it, that's where things get a little questionable.
Yep. And let's go on to the Wall Breakers. They got a damage nerf of 10%. So, yeah, I think it's fine. I mean, I think there was a lot of Wall Breakers. I still use Wall Breakers. Wall Breakers are still really good. It does look like the evolution. I didn't even see this, but the Wall Breaker evolution is going down 6% in damage as well. So, now it says runner. So I'm wondering if it's not like, I think if they're exploding damage. Yeah, I think. I don't understand that, but overall, I think that's a really good change. I mean, it's not a whole lot, I don't think. And again, they're 2 elixir. Their evolution's really good, especially the evolutions, because like you can use them on defense if necessary. It can be really strong defensively for only 2 elixir. So I don't think it's going to really damage the card much. It's not going to kill it, but I don't know. I think it's fine.
I agree with that, especially just given how strong the wall breakers have been.
Yeah.
Speaking of, that's another deck that would be pretty fun to learn as a newer player, because you're getting more of that control-y elements of like a minor poison or stuff like that, and you're getting that kind of faster paced cycle like in a Hog Rider or in a bait style deck.
Absolutely.
I love how this transitioned from the elixir collector that you pretty much need for very expensive pushes and very expensive decks to a card that you really can't use a pump.
Yeah.
We were just talking about earlier how like reliant certain cards are with the elixir, like the pump, for example, Three Musketeers, Golem in most occasions.
Expo.
Now you have something that's, like now you have something that's 2 elixir. It doesn't need anything that gives you extra elixir because you're already playing a cheap deck anyways.
Yep. And then, guys, let's go with the Royal Ghost Evolution. It's about time. It's so good. It needs more, but this is kind of crazy. The soldiers' area damage, so I'm guessing the damage when the soldiers come down, go down. The damage went down 49%. Is that right, Karate? Am I reading that right? The soldier area damage, is that when they come down, or is that like their splash damage in general?
I think it's when they first show up on the battlefield.
That's what I thought, because they do splash. I know that when they come down. But I think they need to go like 70%. I don't even know why they have splash damage in it anyway. Like, what's the big idea here? I don't understand. But 59% is not enough. It's still one of the best evolution cards in the game.
I would definitely agree with that, especially even before the evolution, you were still seeing it so much with Bridge Spam, Royal Giant, anything involving an elixir collector.
And about to say, and the worst part is you can see it in 3M now. So it's terrible.
And that's been a thing for a while too.
Yeah.
Granted, you really haven't seen a lot of 3M until this rework happened.
Yeah.
Because of the state that the Three Musketeers were in. Now you're starting to see a whole shift in the meta where you're going to see more of these slower paced, more aggressive, bridge spammy kind.
Yep.
Royal Ghost is going to be kind of a mainstay in whatever variant you want to play, whether it's Ram Rider, Battle Ram, Musketeers, Royal Hogs.
Yeah, that's a good point. Royal Ghost is a pretty versatile card. I've never really thought about that. It kind of feels like the Knight in some ways. How now it's not as versatile as the Knight, obviously, but yeah, you see a Ghost a lot in a lot of different decks, and that was before it had an evolution. So now it has an evolution. It's really good. Now it's just everywhere. But
yeah, for what it does, you're getting so much out of it.
Yeah. All right, let's go with the buffs now. The Rascals. The boy damage went up 6%. Whatever. That's fine. Crowdy, you have one of the best you have one of the best what do you call it? Like quotes on the show. It's like most cards are just not made to be good or bad. Some cards are just there to be there,
Don't be wrong. There's a purpose for Rascals. You have like your Rascal Prince bait. You have Mega Knight Wall Breakers that occasionally runs Rascal.
Yeah.
You can play it in Mortar. But the thing is, it's basically a Knight and Archer. It makes no difference
5 elixir,
for what it does. It's 5 elixir for a slightly discounted combination of cards. In my opinion, I'd rather have the Knight and Archers because you can cycle back to everything a little bit quicker.
Yeah, you can. That's true. Yeah.
And you're not really using the Rascals for the Rascal Blood. You're using it for the Rascal Girls to get the damage, the faster paced damage on air units.
Yeah.
Or like smaller units.
And this is a card that just needs an evolution. Like, you know what I mean? Like, some cards are just really bad. This card would be perfect just for an evolution. You know what I mean? I don't know what that could be,
different.
But yeah, it definitely needs something different that we don't have already. But yeah.
Onto an air card this time.
Whoop, whoop.
We are looking at the Phoenix. So what's going on for the buff is that the hit points of the Phoenix in its secondary form is going up 25% from 842 health to 1052. I'm pretty sure that's at tournament standard at level 11.
Yeah, it is.
And the damage that same Phoenix will do going up 25% as well from 174 to 217.
Yep.
Looking at the reason behind that, in order to differentiate Phoenix from other airborne options, we're focusing on buffing its rebirth mechanic. A reborn Phoenix will now have the same stats as the original. I think that's a fun change. You're basically getting a true rebirth. So you're getting 2 Phoenixes for 1.
Mm-hmm.
If the egg is not responded to.
About to say, the egg is so fragile. A log kills it, arrows, whatever, just a little bit of damage.
Barrel.
I think it's 2 arrow shots from a tower or something like that, just kills it. So it's going to be super hard to get that rebirth effect on this card. But yeah,
when you do,
what's that?
When you do, it's insane.
Yeah, exactly. So this is a great change, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I like it.
Have you been playing it at all, or no?
A little bit.
Trying to mess with it.
So, Lava Hound in general just hasn't been in the best state, given Three Musketeers. Because right now I'm trying to run, I used to run Lava Hound Minor with no big spell. Three Musketeers was a hard counter, even when in the old form. Because I didn't have a ideal way of responding to the Three Musketeers and going for a counter push. Now, with the rework, I'm seeing Three Musketeers a lot more, so it almost forces you to have, say, a Fireball Arrow, because Zap doesn't kill. A Fireball Zap doesn't kill it. A Fireball Log doesn't kill him.
Yeah.
So you need to have something, if not a Lightning or a Rocket, you need to have that combination of cards to stop the Three Musketeers. Because you could slap an Ice Golem right in front of whichever side, and that's going to prioritize a defense on both lanes.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a great rework, or not a rework, but a great buff. I don't think they overdid it. I think they really spent time and really thought about this, and yeah, I still don't even see this card. If that tells you anything, a 25% buff on a card is insane. And I still don't see it. It's pretty wild. But again, you're talking about the rebirthing, so I understand that. I guess that point, because it's like I said, it's super hard to get to that rebirth part. But yeah, there's also other options as well. Yeah,
for the decks you're using it in, there are other alternatives. It's used in Lava Hound. It's used in Electro Giant. You have other alternatives. You have the Inferno Dragon, which has an evolution.
Yeah.
Of Mega Minion, which is one elixir cheaper and still kind of does a similar thing.
Even minions. Minions are being played a lot.
Yeah.
But all right, let's go to the Spirit Empress. Now the ground form, the 3 elixir form, the hit points go up 10%. It's so weird. I've hardly ever seen this form of her. It's always whenever I see this person down, this form, the 3 elixir form, is when they're trying to freak out and they just need to get some troops on the board ASAP. But it's normally always the 6 elixir with the dragon or whatever. So, which that thing is a beast, by the way. I actually really like that. It hits so hard. But anyway, 10% hit points. It's solid. I think it needed it, honestly, but I don't know. What's your thoughts?
think it's going to make much of a difference.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm saying that is because you can't swap between ground and air. If you had the option to swap, would it automatically, when you get 6 elixir, go into an air Spirit Empress?
Yeah.
I think being able to swap between, depending on the situation, will make the card so much better.
Yeah.
When you buff the ground unit, it's not going to make any kind of difference, because once you reach that 6 elixir point, it's going to become the air Empress.
Yeah.
You can't use that in the to defend a ground unit to distract anything that's on the ground.
Yeah. But yeah,
so
I mean,
overall, the interaction is not going to make any kind of difference.
Yeah, I agree. Let's go down to Mo Light's favorite card, I'm pretty sure. The Little Prince. The Guardian damage goes up to 8%. Again, I think this is a great buff. It's not a whole lot, but this is probably one of the worst champions. I mean, he's had his glory days, though. I mean, he was everywhere that one season. It was insane. But, yeah, this is in my opinion, I think it is the worst champion in the game. But so anything could help.
Good change. I like it. But I think you're still kind of getting almost a neutral effect. You're still getting the Guardian for what it is. You're going to get the knockback from when you use the Little Prince's ability. It doesn't seem like one of those changes where, oh, this is really good or really bad. It's a change to potentially see how Little Prince will be used more.
Yeah. I still haven't seen it, though. I mean, I don't know. I don't see it a whole lot at all.
I haven't really pushed as much recently, especially just because the season just started.
Right, same here.
I've been doing a lot more messing around, trying to play some meme kind of decks. A couple of years ago, I used to play a Lava Hound Royal Hogs deck just for fun. So I was trying to figure out ways to implement that into the current game. I haven't really played too much, haven't really seen Little Prince. So from personal experience from games, I can't really say.
Yeah. And let's go with in my opinion, the more controversial buff is the Evolution Drill, the Goblin Drill. So the spawn on Submerge used to be 1, and now I think they're going back to 2. It's insane. I do not like this buff. This is the worst buff they've had in a while, in my opinion. And first off, Drill is everywhere. If they're going to buff the Evolution, at least nerf the original, I guess, the non-Evo side. But this is one of this card is also weird because this is one of the only cards that I can think of is that the original is better than the Evolution. And
I would 100% agree.
Which is very strange because, yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's the only card. But, yeah, I don't know. I have weird feelings about this. I don't like it.
When it comes to the Evo Goblin Drill, it wasn't a bad evolution because it was bad. It was bad because there were other better alternatives.
Yeah.
But now, when you get back to the original Goblin Drill evolution, when you had the 2 goblins, that was when you were seeing it way too much. Decks like what Asaph is running, and any kind of drill cycle, with wall breakers, with just regular drill control. It changes the entire landscape of the game.
And if you guys don't know what Submerge and what all this is talking about, basically they're bringing back the second goblin that spawns when the drill first submerges. So I don't know. I just drill is so good. I'd like to know what Trek thinks about this, and maybe I'm curious if he's going to be using the evolution drill, but I don't know. Maybe this is nothing to really worry about. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
I mean, I guess we won't be able to figure out until we see it.
Yeah, that's true.
Whether it be in a video by Ian or any other of our content creators that we listen to and watch, or it's through our own personal experience.
Yeah. We do have one bug fixed, a Golden Knight. What did they do? It was like a dash relay or something like that. They fixed that. So, but anyway, that is your balance changes for November. I think if I had to rate it, I'm going to give it a B because I'm really knocking the Goblin drill. But again, I mean, I don't know because like Goblin drill, I mean, it might not do nothing. I'm so salty of Goblin drill. The Goblin drill is so good. I don't know. I lose by their stinking snowball and I don't know, man. But yeah, I think overall, I think they did pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, I would say like right around like a B to a C range. They were kind of average. It wasn't like anything too crazy.
It wasn't like last season's.
Yeah, like it wasn't bad. It wasn't good. It was kind of just there.
Yeah, I think they should have docked a lot more of the Royal Ghost evolution, but
yeah, it was almost like a non-list of balance changes.
Yeah. Alrighty, guys. Let's go with the Royal Hogs evolution, the brand new evolution in this season. So, guys, the piggies fly, and they're going home. Let's go. I love this concept. I could not believe it. When I first saw this, I was like, this is so weird seeing pigs with wings and they have rainbow glow things, glow trail or whatever. It's so weird. But anyways, guys, it's a 2-cycled card. The stats say the same. But basically, they are a flying troop. But any damage, they go down to the ground. And they do a small area damage. So be aware of that. So yeah, what do you think, Karate?
Heard the saying, when pigs fly, show this to the person that said that.
Exactly. Exactly. They're strong, man. They're pretty strong. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. You still have the same like Royal Hogs, the extra little chain. I think that's gonna destroy the use rate of like cards like Tombstone or Goblin Hut because of the area effect damage that the pigs are doing when they drop onto the ground.
Mm-hmm. And this is so good for mid ladder as well because mid ladder you're playing against a lot of Mega Knights. So if you play Royal Hogs, it's nearly impossible to get any sorts of damage. Now you actually have a chance. Like, yeah, you still have to cycle 2 pigs and stuff like that, but now your third flies and stuff like that, and if you're really smart about it, they can get to the tower. But yeah, this is a fantastic idea. I love this, and I really want them. Because I'm going to play the recruits.
They take out a cannon.
Yeah. I mean, they nearly take down the whole tower. When they fall down, it's insane. I mean, not that bad, but like kind of left under, they don't really defend very well. They just let it drop and let them take a little bit of damage. They take most of your tower. It's insane.
I would agree with that.
I wish Caleb was here because he did get the pass and he's been playing with this. I don't remember if he's playing. I think he is playing with recruits. And I want to start playing with the recruits, piggies, with the flying machine, that old OG deck. I'm going to start doing that.
Like OG fireball bait?
Yes. Maybe throw in the Mother Witch, though, for something. But yeah. But fantastic. I think Supercell did a great job with this. And, yeah, I can't wait to get it.
Anyways, on a scarier note.
Yeah.
The Three Musketeers. I'd like to get your input on this first, Minnie.
Yeah, the guys, I mean, the Three Musketeer rework, they got a little bit more HP, and they also do melee damage if the troop's too close. I still do not understand the melee aspect. Some people say that it's so good, but like again, don't they swing the same speed they shoot? Maybe they're faster, and then that'd be like something pretty drastic. But the biggest change, guys, is a fireball zap, and I'm pretty sure a fireball log does not kill them anymore. There's a lot of different interactions now that do not kill them, and they're insane. The only good thing about them is they look better now. I love the artwork and stuff like that, but this card it's not a rework. This is a massive buff, in my opinion. I'm seeing them everywhere. I lose to them all the time. When I play them, I win. Like it's insane. I don't even know what it is. I think it's just because of the HP. But they do. I don't know what they need to do. I know it's a 9 elixir card, but man, I don't know, man. They're insane.
I keep saying before, some cards should not be good.
Yes.
My thing is going into the HP related buff. I think that seems a little too excessive.
Yeah, I agree.
Because, I mean, lightning will kill that, and it's a 6 elixir trade. Mm-hmm. You should be able to still take out the 3M with like a fireball law, or even like poison.
I would say poison does not kill him. Yeah.
Yeah, and you should be able to.
Yeah.
Because at that point, what's stopping someone from just casually playing the Three Musketeers and having that split lane pressure?
Yeah. They're really good. They're really good.
Yeah, in terms of the melee aspect, let's be real.
I mean,
how
it's
many
cool,
people?
But yeah.
Interesting, but how many times are you going to see a musketeer get close to a melee unit?
Yeah.
I would say if something had to have gone downhill, if that became the case, especially when you're using Three Musketeers.
Yeah. I mean, I think they need to keep the damage back to where it was, but make their melee swing a lot faster. I don't know how fast. Maybe like a Mega Minion or at least, I don't want to go overboard, but like the melee needs to be a little bit faster than they shoot, but go back to where their damage was the same as the original Musketeer. That way the card is somewhat a little bit different than just the normal Musketeer. But I don't know. The HP is insane. The Three Musketeer decks are a huge hit this season.
And the question is, how long will that stay? Will that stay a thing?
That's the thing. Yeah, we'll probably see it at least one season. It's going to be scary if we're going to see it. I don't know. I mean, we could be wrong though. I mean, we'll see them play out, and maybe they'll end up dying off, and I don't know. Maybe we'll figure out how to defend them. But as of right now, they are extremely strong, and we've been in the game for a long time. We know a strong card when we see one, and I mean, it is very strong.
Like we're in the honeymoon phase when it comes to all these changes and reworks and stuff. Yeah. So what we're saying right now could just be too early to tell.
It could be. Yeah, that's exactly.
We may have to stay tuned for a later episode to find out.
Absolutely. But all right, guys. Last segment. We're doing a brand new game. I don't think we've ever done a game like this. And it's been a while since we've done a game. And I figured to do a Would You Rather segment. So I think this would be kind of fun. I came up with, I think, like 18 questions or something, or 18 Would You Rathers, and we'll just kind of go through them and be interesting. I know like the first 4 or so are going to be kind of serious, and the last bit are kind of hilarious. And but yeah.
I mean, what's wrong with having a little bit of fun?
Exactly. Nothing. But all right, number 1. Would you rather play with a Golden Knight or Skelly King?
Skelly King.
Yeah, I think I would too.
Almost like no question. You have the area of effect damage, kind of like how a Dark Prince is. You have the health of like a knight.
Yeah.
And you have the ability to have a walking graveyard.
Yeah, and it does splash, and yeah.
Golden Knight is very situational. Like, you can use it to take out a few kind of swarmier units or get a chain reaction, potentially get a tower lock. But the amount of stuff that's out in the game prevent the Golden Knight from getting the value that you're looking for. It's not the most consistent card to rely on. Whereas Skelly King, you kind of know what to get at.
I say Skeleton King is more consistent on what it does, but the Golden Knight can be so weird. And I feel like sometimes it's still so buggy. Like sometimes like it'll dash all over your side for some reason, but then there's other times where you think, oh wait, or like if you're using it and you think, okay, it's super close to the tower and it just dashes one time. And it's like, what? There's like more stuff around it. It's so unpredictable. And I think Skeleton King, I would really like to see what Caleb likes to say, because Caleb texted me a few days ago, and this is why I put Golden Knight in here, is because he said Golden Knight needs a nerf. It is just so broken. I'm like, dude, what?
I'd rather have the consistency.
Yes.
And this goes for like any card in the game. I'd rather go for consistency than going for that one kind of Hail Mary play.
Exactly. Yep. All right. Would you rather lose a game to an ice golem or by that one skeleton? I think I'd rather lose to an ice golem.
I would honestly rather lose to that one skeleton.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Because here's the thing. That one skeleton could be from a graveyard. It could be from skeleton barrel. It could be from other win conditions.
Yeah, okay. Ice golem should never get to your tower.
Yeah, how many times are you going to let an ice golem hit your tower?
That's true. That's a good point. Okay, I'll change my answer.
If you use an ice golem as your win condition, more power to you.
Oh my goodness, the GOAT.
I'm impressed. I'll be impressed.
That'd be insane.
I've seen it happen, but this was like years ago.
Yeah.
But it was just that kind of one-off scenario.
Alrighty. Would you rather watch Ian or Riley?
I would honestly prefer watching Riley.
Really? Okay.
So my reasoning behind this, I used to, for those who may not know, I used to be involved in some of the competitive stage of Clash Royale.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite like CRL level, but definitely in more organized events.
Yeah.
When I was really playing competitively, pushing a lot more, being ranked, I've gotten the opportunity to play against some of these higher leveled players. I've gotten to play Riley. I've gotten to play Pedro. I could probably name quite a few other people, and there's also video proof, unfortunately, on on some of my matches against some of the best players of all time in their respective decks.
Yeah.
Having that appreciation of being on the other side against a battle against Riley, that kind of gave me the sense of I like how he plays. I've seen it in action, so I can kind of get more of that understanding as to why he's playing the cards the way that he is. Whereas I feel like with Ian, this could be my personal experience with watching him.
Mm-hmm.
He's almost just showcasing other decks, not necessarily showing why he's playing what he's playing. It's almost like he's showing how the basics of running the different decks that are out there.
Yeah. So it's weird. So when I first started watching Ian or Riley. You know, I didn't really watch either one of them. At this point, I was like strictly just Surtag, and I was like on a hot streak on just every day watching Surtag. But then I started watching Ian. I'm like, man, this is really cool. And he's like really instructive and stuff like that. And I love how you can see it full screen on your phone. I think that's a huge thing for me anymore. And, but then I think Ian started doing something weird where he was showing his face now and the screen got real small. And now I'm like, I don't know. And then I started watching Riley just because it had the full screen. And then after I was watching Riley for a while, I'm like, man, this is actually really cool content. I like how he's more like somewhat laughable and jokes a lot more. And I don't know, he's more like colorful in his commentary than Ian is. But so yeah, it's very tough for me because I like them both, but I'm going to go with Riley as well, just barely.
They both have their demographics for different reasons.
Yeah, right.
Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to say no to watching an Ian video. It's just for kind of what I'm looking for as a consumer of Clash Royale content.
Yeah.
I kind of like the little bit of extra color without it being like influencer, like you can kind of see like his almost like Riley's almost true colors. You can kind of see how he is as a person without going over the top for like the attention, for the views.
Yeah. And he's doing collabs with Jinxie as well, so that's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with number 4. Would you rather play a triple draft or a mega draft for a whole season? Now, we've already had the experience of a mega draft for a whole entire season. But what would you rather do? Triple draft or mega draft?
Oh, a lot of people know my take on the mega draft season. Absolutely hated it.
Yeah.
Wish it never happened because that was almost like pure randomness. I'd rather do a triple draft.
Wow. Okay. That season was very strange, and I did not play it either. But I would definitely much rather play a mega draft just because triple draft, I feel like it's more random. It's way more random, and at least like you get to see on a mega draft. At least you get to see the whole pool, and you get to pick, and it's a little bit more balanced. But with like triple draft, you're just stuck with the 3 cards that you get to option. You know what I mean? Like your win con could be a Mega Knight because Supercell think it's a win con. You know, stupid stuff like that. And that's the only reason why I would go with Mega Draft.
When it comes to like Mega Draft, you have all the cards in the selection. There's a good probably 70 or 80% of the time where there's only one big spell, and whoever gets the first pick is more than likely going to pick the big spell.
That's true. Yeah. I normally do.
Whereas with triple draft, almost know what to expect.
That's true. Yeah. And a lot of people will pick like smaller or mid spells. I mean, occasionally yeah, that's a good point.
Like, you know what to expect because you can see what 3 cards your opponent might end up picking.
Mm-hmm.
And that adds to the element because you can try and find a card that counters whichever, like, any of the 3 cards, or what counters as effectively as possible. So yeah, even though you have the same 3 cards, or you're choosing between 3 cards compared to the 30 or 40 or so in Mega Draft, there's almost that element of deck building, like that strategy might not necessarily have with Mega Draft because there's less variables.
Mm-hmm. Let's go with number 5. Now, this is kind of strange, but kind of listen up here. Would you rather defend with no spells or attack with no troops?
What's your take on this, Minnie?
I would definitely do defend with no spells, just because I think anyway, it's good to do that just because you get a counter push. I would not like to attack with no troops. I mean, I know you have Goblin Barrel as technically a spell, but yeah, I'm gonna go with defend with no spells.
Yeah, I would agree. I almost exclusively defend without spells.
Do your best if you can. Yeah.
It's not like I'm changing anything too much.
Yeah, exactly.
Leads us to a little bit of a goofy one.
Yeah, we're starting to get to the goofy ones now.
Minnie, my question to you. Would you rather face a level 16 Mega Knight or a level 16 combination of Elite Barbarians and the Rage spell?
Probably just sticking with the Mega Knight. Honestly, it's super tough because they're both somewhat easy to defend. But I'm gonna actually. I would much rather see E-Barbs. They're easier to defend. Mega Knight, yeah, Mega Knight is still somewhat easy to defend. You just got to be a little bit more careful. But E-Barbs are pretty easy, even with Rage. Rage does make them a little bit more scary, but yeah, I'm gonna go with E-Barbs.
So I'm gonna go Mega Knight.
Okay.
Oh, the problem with the the E-Barbs, by themselves, they still have that 3-crown threat. They can guarantee power if not responded to. And when you have the Rage on top of that, you don't know when they're going to place the Rage. So
and
you could
faster too.
With like say a Skarmy or a Goblin Gang or something kind of smaller, they'll drop a Rage, bam, you don't really have a defense anymore. Yeah,
but I have 3 Musketeers, so
like when you have a Mega Knight, you can as a beatdown player myself, I like facing the Mega Knight because you can kind of build a counter push around that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, get your eye drag on him and then counter push with him. Yeah.
Yeah, because the E-Barbs and Rage, you're forced. Say I go Lava Hound in the back, and in response, they decide to go opposite lane, play E-Barbs and Rage. That means I either have to almost get 3-crowned, or ignore my entire offense, waste 7 elixir on that Lava Hound.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I would rather have the counter push potential and the stacking up on my offense.
Yeah, to build that push.
Over having to sacrifice one or the other.
That's true. That's a good point. But I don't play Lava. That's why I think, to me, it's better. And I also play Recruits, so that's why I'm like, well, E-Barbs are easy for me, so I'm not worried about it. All right. Would you rather every time you play, your deck randomizes, or you can never change your deck again? I figured this would be a good one for you because you're like strictly. I feel like you're just strictly one deck. You Lava and 3.0.
To randomize my deck, honestly.
I think I would too. I don't know if I can. I don't like the idea of never changing your deck again. It would get so stale, you know?
Yeah, because I used to be a really, really high-level Lava Hound player, but I didn't have that kind of depth where I could play all these different archetypes.
Yeah.
Now that I'm starting to play some more Cycle, I'm starting to kind of change the way that I'm playing. I'd rather have a little bit of variety because it changes the way that you're playing. It changes the whole element of my play style.
Yeah.
Would you rather have a deck full of buildings or a deck full of spells?
Oh man. Okay, this is going to be tough, but man, I'm going to go with spells because Goblin Barrel is a spell. And you can always like rocket the opponent's tower as well to get some more damage. I think if you had an all building deck, it'll be hard to get any sort of tower damage. But again, you'll have pretty good defense as well. But if your opponent has a rocket or a lightning, you're kind of screwed. So I'm gonna go spells.
It's tough to really say because there's not much you can do.
Yeah.
With either.
Yeah, I know it.
My only reason why I'm going with building is because of the fact that you have multiple ways of winning.
Okay,
you have your Expo. You have your mortar.
Oh, I didn't think about Expo. Dang.
There
is cards that get there. Yeah, and mortar. Yeah. Oh man.
Like I'd rather not be stuck to just a rocket or a goblin barrel.
Yeah, because then you have to defend with spells, which really kill you.
Yeah, because I like to have that defense.
Oh no, I'm going buildings. Easily. At first, I thought you were gonna say like I'm gonna go with buildings because the fact that the goblin hut is still there, or something to do with the goblin hut. Or not the goblin hut, the barbarian hut. Would you rather every troop you spawn says Hog Rider or pancakes? Like every troop.
Ooh. Go with pancakes.
Yeah. It's not as annoying as Hog Rider. Just imagine Hog Rider, Hog Rider, Hog Rider. Like that. Oh no.
Not a high-pitched shriek. I'd rather have something a little bit drier in tone.
Yep.
Than something so animated and so high pitched.
Oh man.
That it just bugs me. Granted, I also don't play with game sounds at all.
I don't either. Yeah.
It makes no difference.
No.
Alright. Would you rather, Minnie, play on a bridge twice as wide, or an arena with no bridges and river at all?
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go with the bridge twice as wide. I like having the river aspect and two sides.
Yeah.
Although I have gotten my knight to cross the river in the center somehow. I do have a clip of that. I have it in a pins.
It used to be a bug.
It was, yeah. I couldn't believe it at first, but
like
he's literally walking on water.
I think it's like if the knight got hit by an Evo Mega Knight, got sent back, it would be able to walk across the river.
I'll have to look at that clip again, but if I remember right, it was I destroyed both of my opponent's towers, both of the princess towers, and I placed my knight in the center right in front of my king tower. And I think it was I don't think I had princess towers either. So I think it was one of those weird, like, all we have is king towers, and I placed it right in front of my king tower, and it's literally a walk straight. I was like, knight, what are you doing? What are you doing? Nuh-uh. And it just walked across the river in the center. It was weird. I have to go back and watch that. But yeah, I'm going to go with the bridge twice as wide.
Yeah, honestly, you go with no bridges in a river, you're basically playing touchdown with towers.
Or that one with that safe. I forgot what they call that. Like the siege?
Oh,
is that
heist?
Heist, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that would be a fun change.
No, I agree. Alrighty. Would you rather your king tower shoots confetti or it yells oof every time it takes damage?
Both.
I don't know if you remember. I don't know how big you are into Minecraft, or back then they had like an April Fool's. I'm talking 15 years ago. One of their April Fools, like every time Steve like takes damage, it goes oof.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. Let's go both. Let's root for it. I'm going oof. I want the oof more than the confetti though. That'd be hilarious.
100%.
Supercell does need like a April Fool's kind of thing. Something like that. That'd be cool. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, Supercell HQ. Take some ideas.
Oh man, that'd be hilarious.
All right. So this goes into the whole Island of Misfit Toys approach.
Oh boy.
Would you rather have a Sparky that sometimes forgets to charge, or a Mega Knight that occasionally jumps forward?
Okay. Is the Sparky in Mega Knight on my side or the opponent's side?
Whichever side
or just
you want
in general.
I think this goes for in general.
It would be hilarious seeing a Mega Knight jump backwards. I'm gonna go with Mega Knight backwards. That would be hilarious. But it would be super annoying seeing a Sparky forget to charge.
Yeah, especially if you're the Sparky player.
Oh man, that would be such a waste. But imagine like you play skeletons and then their Mega Knight like jumps backwards like it's scared.
Well, imagine the Sparky at 2 clicks right before the last one.
Yes.
It's like, wait, what?
It starts going down.
I could just see like if Supercell added like a question, like a bubble with just the giant question marks.
Huh? What's going on?
It's like, wait, I'm supposed to charge?
Oh man. All right, Karate. Would you rather play an entire season only using an air troops or only ground troops?
I think you might know my answer.
I'd
I'd rather play some air troops.
Yep. I'm actually going to go with you too. I'm going with you too. I'm going air only for an entire season.
Fly in the sky.
Exactly.
Not much needs to be said about that.
Nope.
That goes into, would you rather have a Hog Rider that jumps like a Mega Knight or a Mega Knight that runs like a Hog Rider? Ooh.
Definitely not a Mega Knight that runs like a Hog Rider. I'm going Hog Rider jumps like a Mega Knight.
See, that depends on the wording of the question.
That's true. Like, will the Hog Rider do damage?
Player, I would rather be in possession of a Mega Knight that runs like a Hog Rider.
Oh, that's true.
But as a defender, I would rather have a very high jumping Hog Rider.
Oh, man. But wait, does the Hog Rider jump to the tower, though, when it gets close? Because that would be kind of insane. That would be scary. Now, that kind of changes some things. I don't know. I still don't... I don't want a Mega Knight that runs like that, though. Heck no.
If it jumps over the river, it should do some damage.
Wait. Okay, yeah.
And then as soon as it hits the tower, like as soon as it goes, like it shouldn't charge like a Mega Knight does.
Okay, yeah.
It would just be weird.
Yeah.
Just having a pig just sit there and be like, I'm about to jump now. Yeah, that seems a little unnatural.
Yeah.
Or if there was like the little occasional like bump and splash damage, kind of like how the Evo Piggies are.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But maybe to a lesser scale.
Yep. But yeah, definitely not Mega Knight that runs like a Hog Rider. Absolutely not. Not for me.
Yep. Agreed.
Alrighty. Would you rather, Karate, that every card you play costs one elixir more, or deals 25% less damage? Like
25% less damage.
Ooh.
That one elixir makes a huge difference. I would say that makes more of a difference.
Really?
Than having less damage.
Wow. So what if like in game you have a choice? Like let's say you picked deals 25% less damage, but your opponent has the 1 elixir. Every card costs 1 elixir more. You think you would still have the advantage?
Because all those defenses that would, in theory, have more of a positive elixir trade are either going to be neutral or an elixir negative.
That's true. Yeah.
And you're still going to get more damage out of it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
You're forcing your opponent to spend more.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
We're not changing the elixir cap either.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll go with you. I'll go with you.
All right. Would you rather your King Tower shoot fireballs or your Princess Towers healing your troop?
I'm going with your King Tower shooting fireballs. That would be sweet.
Yeah. Especially now, like with the King Tower not having as much value.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, it does a little bit less damage than the Princess Tower. It has a similar kind of fire rate.
Yeah.
Like, as it's a King Tower, it's your natural power in the game. It should have a little more significance in the way that you're playing the game.
I agree.
Whereas a Princess Tower healing your troops seems a little excessive. That seems a little too much.
Honestly, though, I could the sad part is I can see the Princess Tower, the thing, actually be a thing. Like them having a tower troop that does really, really bad damage to troops, but heals your. I guess we have like the chef. The chef somewhat does that in a low scale.
It shouldn't be like the actual Princess Tower. I think it should be an actual tower troop.
Agreed. That would be sweet, honestly. Alrighty. 2 more left. Karate, would you rather every troop says its name when spawned, or Clash Royale play crowd cheers every time you destroy a tower?
Both. Again.
This one's not even easy. This one's easy for me. Not even close. I would definitely choose the crowd cheers every time.
So much fun. That's just so much fun.
Yeah, it's like a college game, like a football game or something like that. When somebody scores a touchdown, like the crowd goes wild. That just like electrifies you. That'd be so cool.
Like soccer, which is what the rest of the world calls football.
Yeah.
I like having that sense of like, oh, I did something really cool. But at the same time, when you have like every troop saying its name, the first thing I can think of is bowler.
Bowling.
Bowling.
Oh, that's true. You're perfect at it. It's hilarious.
And now for our final question. In terms of arenas, Mini, would you rather battle on a slippery ice arena where troops will slide, or a desert arena causing the troops to move slower?
Oh, man. I'm going to go with a slippery arena, an ice arena where all the troops slide. I think that would be hilarious.
Just for the pure shenanigans and comedy you'll get out of it. The slippery arena.
Like, imagine like your lumberjack going towards like a troop in the middle and it's sitting there running, and then it's so slippery where he like runs past him and then like sitting there just like jogging in place trying to get back to his troop.
Imagine like you pull a lumberjack with a cannon.
Oh man!
And then it just it just slips into the King Tower.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like a fisherman, you let it slide all the way to the King Tower, like towards the back of your King Tower. That'd be hilarious.
The amount of King Tower activations would be hilarious and just diabolical.
Man, that'd be hilarious. Make it happen, Supercell. We need it. But all right, guys. That is it for this episode. Karate, I appreciate you being on the show. It's always a blast when you're on.
Appreciate you having me again.
And without that, guys, make sure you guys join that Discord. The Discord has been popping off. We almost have 300 members, so I really appreciate everybody that has joined already. You guys are awesome. But for those of you just listening and have not joined, come join the community. It's an awesome community. And but yeah, we will see you guys on the next one.